Welcome to Whiskey and Wonder.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Wonder, podcast where we get together every week. We review whiskey and we teach each other something that has made us wonder.
What's up, guys?
I'm Megan.
I'm Jamie.
And we are going to be wondering y'all today.
Tyler's disappeared.
Tyler is not here again. So those of you guys who are new to the podcast, Jamie is not normally here.
I don't belong here.
She doesn't belong here. Normally, Tyler is here with us. However, this is another week where Tyler couldn't make it. So Jamie has joined us once again.
I'm just the resident backup. The spare.
I mean, you said it. So, you can find us on our website at whiskeyandwonder.com. All of our socials and all of our information and stuff is going to be down in the show notes or in the description on YouTube. Instagram has been popping lately. That is at Whiskey Podcast on Instagram. You can also find us on Facebook and everywhere else.
Y'all like this hoodie? You too can have this hoodie.
It is, no one can see it through your mic.
Jesus Christ.
It is a Whiskey and Wonder sweatshirt. It has our bottle logo on it. You can find this at our shop on our website. So whiskeyandwonder.com. Go and hit the shop page and get yourself a cool sweater like Jamie has.
It's very cozy.
Is it a cozy
It's
sweater?
high quality. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that was at one point my sweater. It is not any longer.
Nope. This never belonged to you.
Jamie saw it and immediately was like, oh, that's my sweater. So I was, okay.
Shut up.
Okay, we won't acknowledge it.
Also, this is also the podcast, guys, that Megan lies to you. I can get more into this in the next segment.
I lie?
You are a fraud.
I'm a fraud. Okay, well, on that note, let's figure out why.
The open segment.
Ooh, maybe the next segment.
Oh.
I get my listen, I don't go here enough to know the order of the segments.
So this is the open segment.
Yeah.
I would like to know why I'm a fraud. But I guess I'm not going to learn that until opening the
No, we can
bottle.
talk about it now. I can tell the people why you're a fraud.
Yeah, why am I a fraud? I want to know.
So, you guys, Megan and I were listening to an old episode where her and Tyler are talking about a whiskey, a Jameson Black Barrel whiskey. And they reviewed it. He gave it an 8.
He gave it an 8 and I gave it a 10.
You gave it a 10. You guys made this shit sound like ice cream.
And it is ice cream whiskey. It is so good.
Fuck off.
It is so good.
She's lying to you.
I'm not. Jamie just doesn't have a palate yet.
Anyway, they upsold this shit so much. I looked at Megan and I was like, we need to go buy this like right now. Bought it. Hate it.
It's so good. So I'll drink it. Jamie took 2 sips, and she was like, that's nasty.
I was out of it in the first one.
Yeah. And it is a sweet dessert whiskey.
Absolutely not.
Jameson Black Barrel.
No.
100%. Try it.
No.
Was a 10.
No.
Yes. Bo is here. And he is barking.
Anyway, moving on. Open segment. Our couch came, guys.
Have we not had a podcast since the couch?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. We do. We have a couch.
The couch came.
And it is glorious.
It's so good.
It's such a good couch.
It's such a good couch.
We did have to get like another power strip for it because it wouldn't reach the wall.
Oh, yeah. Because the living room is small.
Yes. The couch is huge.
Yeah, couch is huge.
Couch successfully like takes up the entire living room. So I mean, it looks intentional.
It does.
It looks like we made it to like split the front door from the living room. Like it looks very classy. It's very nice.
Yep.
So we have a whole ass adult grown up person couch.
Yeah, we do.
And it's so comfy.
And we might possibly have a grown up ass entertainment center here in the next 2 weeks.
We're getting our life together.
I know.
Like
Upgrades, baby. Upgrades.
yeah, our lives are just going real well.
Yeah.
It's been nice. Nice.
It's been going uphill.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, it's
been going up.
been going up. Down like easy.
Yeah.
Good things are
The
happening.
people know what
easy.
I meant.
Yeah.
The people know what I meant.
As usual, it's difficult doing these with Jamie because we live together.
Is it? Because I'm about to list off a bunch of things.
Oh, you actually remembered stuff?
Wow.
Are we going to talk about the zoo?
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to bring up the zoo. We went to the zoo.
We did. We went to the zoo on Thursday. We both had a day off work and we made it a whole date day. So we went to the Asheboro Zoo, the North Carolina Zoo here, which is humongous. And we were sore for days after.
I'm still a little sore.
My calves are a little achy. Not bad, but a little bit. Like there's memories of the zoo.
And then we went to Discovery Place.
Which was cool and horrifying all at the same time.
Oh my God.
Apparently.
I have been there so much, like throughout my life, that when Fisco was like, oh my God, I hated it. So overstimulating. I was like, no. But now I get it. After Friday, now I completely get it. Like my spoons were gone 2 minutes into that.
Yeah. So we went on a Friday, which was apparently field trip day, because every school in North Carolina was on a field trip to Discovery Place, and there were 50,000 tiny children.
And she's not exaggerating, guys.
There were so many small children.
Like
It was a lot.
it was. We had angry parents like having temper tantrums at their children. And
Before we even got in the museum, like mom was like saying she was going to beat her children.
yeah. Yeah.
It was a little traumatizing.
And then we had a small child rebirth itself in between me and you while we were looking at something.
I don't know where this child's adult was.
I don't think it had one.
It just like my mom and dad would have been mortified if I had done what this little child had did.
I would have been reprimanded.
Oh yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah. So Jamie and I were standing next to each other reading some sort of sciencey thing, and this little child.
Guys, when I say rebirthed, it is exactly what you think it is, because I told this to my coworkers and one of them was like, the only thing I can imagine with you saying that word is just and that's what it was.
she or he, it, I think it was a she.
I think it was too.
Literally Jamie and I are standing like side by side and
we are touching.
She just like fucking spawns her way between every ounce of strength in this child's body was used to force herself in between me and Jamie, and it was one horrifying because don't touch me, strange child. Rude as fuck. Like, where is your adult?
Well, did you see her go over to the father and son that were next to us at the next thing?
No,
she did the same thing to them, but like smacked the exhibit and took off. And like both the father and his child were like, what?
It was it was something.
It was an experience.
It was. And we're going to go back in not this Monday, but next Monday.
With child in tow.
Yeah, with a child.
This means I get to go play in the water exhibit. I'm so excited.
Yes, we're going to have a child young enough to go into the water exhibit area. So we're going to shout out friend Fisco. Hi, friend Fisco. We are stilling your daughter. You know this, but now all the people know it too. We are stilling Fisco's daughter on Monday. And we are going to take her to Discovery Place. And I want you guys to picture right now this perfect Subaru commercial, because Fisco drives a Subaru and is going to let us...
Like the mom Subaru in the commercial.
She's going to let us borrow their Subaru to take child. So Subaru already is a lesbaru. Like that's a car for lesbians. It's stereotypically what a lesbian drive.
I know the
It's a
stereotypes.
Subaru. So 2 lesbians are going to drive the mom.
Beans are in the Subaru.
They're going to drive the mom Subaru with the little child to the science museum. Like, you can't... Subaru should pay us to do this.
Yeah, Subaru.
Like,
Where you at, Subaru?
seriously, we are the epitome of what they want. 2 lesbians with a child going to a science museum in our Subaru. Not our Subaru. Fisco's Subaru. But Fisco, if you ever want to sell that Subaru. You ever want to trade? You want a Jeep? Okay, just kidding. Do you want a Hyundai? Hyundai Tucson? Yeah, I don't want to sell my Jeep, actually. I like my Jeep a lot.
Nova's great.
I love my Nova. Okay, Jamie, you said you had so much to talk about, so much to say and do. What else?
Brooks got sicky.
Oh my God, dear fucking Jesus. One of our resident pets.
Yep, I don't know what was wrong with him. But we came back from the zoo and he made one normal bowel movement. And then it was just downhill from there. Like,
oh my God.
I'm gonna send this to his woken leg fixer. And because I messaged them and I'm like, he is broken, and I don't know what, like, at this point I need medical assistance for this dog. And they responded with, well, he's a cattle dog. He is a dramatic. Vet tech friend, when I tell you this dog sounded like a walrus. Oh, God. It, like, I don't even think I can mimic that noise that he was making.
I mean, probably not. It was horrifying. I at one point was like, we're going to have to take this dog to the emergency vet and shell out $1,000 for x-rays and
I was
everything.
convinced we were at one point, and I'm just like sitting in the yard with him as he's sounding like a beached whale. Like, what do we do?
So Jamie hung out with Brooks and like sat, like she said she sat in the yard. And I went and like ran to our local pet store and got like pumpkin and probiotics and like prayed to the gods above or anything and anyone that would listen, like, make this dog be okay.
But see, like, guys, we are canine knowledgeable, so like, don't come for us for not getting this dog immediate medical treatment, because he was not exhibiting symptoms other than
Noise.
Sounding like a beached whale.
It was literally just noise. And
Like, he was doing nothing else to indicate foreign body. Like, he wasn't, I call it colicky because that's just my equestrian experience. Like, we weren't grabbing at our stomach. We weren't rolling. There was no other distress symptom other than
noise.
But it was more guttural than that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just marking down that time for later.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Oh, God.
would you like to do that noise again?
I don't think I could. I was going to do it just for you. I don't think I could.
I mean,
That was a damn good clicker noise.
it was.
It
really good
was.
noise. Oh, we don't have that to watch.
We don't.
The Last of Us ended last week.
Guys, that was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Also, since we're still in the open segment, I want to formally apologize to the listeners for how loud I was last episode. I was not aware that Megan's microphone is at a higher volume setting than Tyler's. So I'm trying to keep it toned down today. I'm trying not to get excited.
I think, like, looking at the wavelengths where we're recording, it is not as, like, drastic. So I think you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm trying to, not get excited at all.
I mean, you can get excited, just don't yell on the mic.
I wasn't yelling in the mic before. So, that being said, my family growing up constantly every 2 minutes was, be quiet. So,
Oof.
I'm just a loudspeaker.
I don't know what to say to that.
There's no trauma. You look more traumatized than anything.
Nope. What else? We got a couch, went to the zoo, we went to the science museum.
What else did we do?
Well, we bought blinds.
I wasn't ready to talk about that.
You're not. So I got an alert on my Ring app that just a couple miles away from us.
Before you continue any further, I want you to know you're feeding somebody's ego.
Whose ego am I feeding?
Continue with your story.
Okay. Should I stop?
Continue with your story.
Okay. Anyway, a couple miles away, we got a notification that at the middle of the night, someone was knocking on someone's fucking window.
This comes I got excited. Sorry, guys. This comes not even a week after both Megan and I see a URO by my house, an unidentified running object.
Oh, I forgot we were going to talk about our friend.
Yeah, we are. We weren't going to talk about it until I saw it too.
Yep. Okay, we'll get back. Keep in mind the URO, everyone. So we get an alert that a neighbor a couple miles down the road has someone or something knocking on their window at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And they went outside and there's nothing there. And blah blah blah. And I read that and I'm like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Well, we have a door. The back door has a window
We have
on
multiples of those.
it. Well, yes, but we have a few windows without blinds. And one of the blinds you can see directly into the house with.
Okay, so not necessarily.
No?
That door has the cellular blinds. However, one of our dogs has severe separation anxiety, and you can't even go outside to take the trash can to the road without him eating the bottom of the cellular blinds. So
I'm working on it.
There is this much space.
Like a 6-inch gap.
Yeah, that the blinds don't cover.
Yep. And so Jamie was like, oh, there's someone going around knocking and I don't want people to see in our house like that. That's terrifying. So we went and got blinds.
Mm-hmm.
And proceeded to not be able to install them. So, Dad, if you're listening, remember how I was talking about wanting a drill? I would like a drill.
What was I using to do this, Megan?
That drill is a POS, and it doesn't have any drill bits. I need in order to get into the door, I need a drill bit so I can drill a fucking hole. That drill doesn't have any drill bits.
All right, well, guess where you're going tomorrow?
I would like a drill. That's a shitty drill.
All right, well, damn. Instead of going and buying drill bits.
I mean, I could go buy drill bits, but we don't have any way to charge that drill either, I don't think.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah. Well, that drill literally has enough life for whatever battery is in it now.
Oh,
and then
shit.
that drill is dead.
Okay, well.
So, Dad, remember how I was saying I need a drill? I need a drill. I need an actual
Megan,
drill.
Dad, I will rectify that tomorrow. You don't need to get involved.
Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, we're working on installing blinds. We don't have them
We have
yet.
a solution.
We have
My house is not, you can't, it's fine. We have a solution. We have multiple solutions. So.
URO, because we're going to talk about that now.
Yeah, we are. So remember how Megan said tuck it in your back pocket? Well, bring it back out.
Yep, we're talking about it. I don't remember what day this was.
Is last week.
It was last week sometime.
You saw it in the beginning of the week. I saw it at the end of the week.
Yep. I'm driving home from work at night and it is dark, and we've talked about how we live in a tiny little town in the middle of nowhere. Well, there is you have to drive down windy country roads and bumfuck nowhere to get to where we live.
And one road in particular I have named Windy Road.
Windy Road, because it is a very windy.
It is a actual wagon road.
Basically, yeah. And so I'm driving home and I'm on the phone with Jamie and I see something running in someone's yard. And I go, I didn't see that. That's not there.
Yeah, she's just mid-sentence and it's just, I didn't see that. That's not there. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It doesn't exist. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know what I saw, but it was not an animal I've ever seen before.
We're about to describe it for you listeners, and you tell us what we saw, because we don't know.
I'm someone, I don't really believe in cryptids. I think they're fun stories, ha ha ha, but I never put any stock in cryptid sightings or anything until this past week. I look over there, it is black or dark gray furred creature running on 4 limbs, but it looks like it should be able to stand up and be bipedal like a human. So it's running like how a human would run.
I'm not going to tell you what you saw, but
4
what
legs.
you described to me was its back end was higher
Yes.
than its front. It looked, the way you described it to me was like a child running on all fours.
It looked like a fuzzy, furry child running on 4 legs through someone's yard at a very fast speed.
Mm-hmm.
Its ass end higher than its shoulders. I'm shaking talking about it because I'm so scared.
Are you scared, or is it just cold in here? Because it's really cold.
Both, but I'm scared. But it is very cold in Tyler's house. So yeah. I mean, this thing it is running, and it does not have. I can't. It's not a dog. It's not a cat. It's not a bobcat. I don't know what the fuck this thing is that runs like a child on all 4s, fast, covered in fur.
So in your panic, there is a cat that free roams that area, and I've almost hit it a couple of times because it darts across the road. That is what I thought you saw in the beginning, and I was just kind of feeding your panic.
Of course you were.
Because I'm the best spouse.
So
Um,
it also was big. This is not the size of a cat. It was the size of like a little bit smaller than Bohannon, who currently has the zoomies, and I hope you guys can't hear him. But it probably 35 to 45 pounds. Like this, it looked like a child size of a like 10-year-old child. So it was not a house cat size. But anyway, go on.
anyway, I was skeptical in the beginning. And then later on in the week, I am also driving down Windy Road. And I see the same fucking thing that you described, which was about that sized creature, ass end higher than the front, with a weird, like, over dramatized, lopey gait run across the road. But it was, like, super fast.
Yep.
Super fucking fast.
Yep.
Has no tail, like, had a very funky bicycle seat looking head,
Yep.
like dark. And I also tweaked the fuck out. So between our URO and Mr. Window Knocky Man, we went on an adventure to acquire blinds.
Yep. And yeah. Scary.
So scary. So you guys tell us what
Did we see?
Yeah, what did we see?
We both saw it. We both saw it on different days, different times. I want to know what it was. And
Like, I was so convinced that it was, like, when I first saw it, I was like, bobcat, but it's not. Like, I even went so far as coming home and looking up silhouettes of bobcats and, like, how they stand, and it was opposite of what I saw.
yeah. Like, just creepy, don't know what it was, super uncomfortable. Didn't like it.
Nope. Did not like.
No. But we're going to leave the open segment on that note, and you guys email us at contact@whiskeyandwonder if you have an idea.
Before we move on.
Yes.
We kind of had a mailbag. Because you don't do those anymore. We kind of had one.
I mean, we do them. We just need people to email us.
Well, you had somebody reach out to you because of my obsession that I expressed on the last episode about Terry's chocolate oranges. They reached out to you to get to me about the Terry. Listen,
Are we going to do it as an actual mail time?
Listen, you individual that sent that.
Friend Corey. We're just going to go ahead and shout you out. Friend Corey.
Friend Corey. I don't know who you are, but you did that. You are an individual. The emotional roller coaster that it ensued within my soul with that, like, we wake up and Megan's just like, oh, friend Corey said to show you this. And Megan showed it to me and I got so excited. Like, I squealed.
Yep. So,
And then Megan was like, it's not in the United States. And then I went to the bathroom and cried. But I appreciate you, friend Corey. That was great. Thanks for seeing that and thinking of me.
yeah, thank you, friend Corey, for reaching out and showing us Terry's Chocolate Oranges is releasing an ice cream. It is currently only in Icelandic stores.
So
So-
if anybody can obtain that for me,
We will pay the like foreign domestic shipping to get
Yes.
it in just email me. Let me know. I will do anything to get Jamie that fucking ice cream. So Terry's chocolate orange ice cream. Keep a lookout for it, especially
Yep.
if you're in Iceland and
let's
you go grocery
start
shopping.
a petition to get it to the United States, like right now.
Hopefully it will come. That is the goal.
All right, moving on.
Opening the bottle.
All right. Well, Guys, we are doing a flavored whiskey today, which I don't think Whiskey and Wonder has done a flavored whiskey since we did Screwball back within. God, we did Screwball. I think it was like episode 2 or 3, which was a peanut butter flavored whiskey that me and Tyler both hated viscerally. And I think Tyler and I got scared and stayed away from flavored whiskeys ever since. However, me and Jamie were at the ABC store looking for something to do this week, and I saw this whiskey, and I was like, well, we're going to give it a shot. So today we are drinking Revel Stoke S'moregasm.
I forgot this is what this was.
What do you mean you forgot?
I forgot. I specifically requested this one when we found it because it said S'moregasm, and I completely forgot.
So Revel Stoke S'moregasm is one of the 12 flavored Canadian whiskeys currently produced by Phillips Distillers. All are made with a triple distilled Canadian whiskey base made from a blend of rye, corn, and barley at a distillery in Alberta, Canada. The whiskey is aged for 3 years in charred white oak barrels. And then the barrels are shipped to Princeton, Minnesota, where natural flavors are blended before bottling at 70 proof.
Fun fact, Megan stated before this episode that it is new and there's not a lot of information on it, which is perfect since she lies to you guys.
She's not going to get over that Jameson. Not like
Oh, God, that... No.
So this is distilled by the Phillips Distilling Company, which distills a million different brands. So they do vodka, gin, whiskeys, rums, tequilas. They do a little bit of everything. Phillips Distilling Company has been at the forefront of next generation drinking for over 100 years. Our history provides us a depth of experience, but longevity has not dampened our aspiration to be the leading innovator of preferred spirit brands in the heartland. We are brand builders, using a consumer-centric approach as we strive to satisfy consumer needs, preferences, and ever-changing tastes. And we're proud to note the results evident in the quality of products we create across a myriad of spirit categories spanning the globe. So, Revel Stoke S'moregasm released in July of 2022. And it won gold at the one of the San cities. San Francisco? Now I need to pull it back up again. At the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It took home gold. And it is a flavored whiskey. I couldn't find a whole lot of reviews on it because it is so new and it's also a flavored whiskey. So, we're going to give it a shot. Jamie, go ahead and start smelling.
Oh, I have your permission to smell?
You have my permission. You can go ahead and start smelling. I just hope that this is better than Screwball was. So, we're giving flavored whiskeys another shot here on Whiskey and Wonder, and we're going to see what happens. So, James, initial smell.
That's why I sniffed it and stared at you. Okay, but smell it from a distance. Smell it from a distance.
Oh, from a distance, this is nice. Yeah, okay. If you smell it from like 6 inches away from your nose, this is like...
This smells pleasant.
Nice.
It smells like what it's supposed to be.
It smells like s'mores.
You
like
get in here,
you get
man.
close and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. What are you?
Oh, okay.
So Jamie's already panicking.
Inside thought.
And make it an outside thought. It's about the... Do it.
Catfishes are everywhere. Anyway. From far away, it's nice. From far away, it smells wonderful.
Yep, accurate. From far away, it smells like s'mores. You get the melty
Graham cracker.
marshmallow.
I get a lot of graham cracker.
chocolate. Up.
I'm so scared, Megan. I'm so scared.
Up close, it's buttery. Butter. Rancid butter.
Why are you lying to them? See, she's lying to y'all.
I get butter. I get rancid butter, but I get butter. What do you smell up close? Other than a stroke.
Oh, that one was for YouTube listeners, watchers only. Oh, God.
Help me describe this.
I don't want to help you.
That is your job.
You don't pay me. Did we just have a domestic in front of everybody?
I think so.
What am I doing?
Describe
I clocked
it.
out mentally. What am I doing? What am I describing?
The smell up close.
Buttery, crispy burnt marshmallow.
Yes. So when I said rancid butter and you said I was a liar, I'm not. It's buttery. Buttery, crispy.
Listen, that first smell was not buttery.
It's overwhelming, in my opinion. Buttery, sweet, but like fake sweet.
It is very artificial.
Yes, artificial.
Like you can smell the artificial.
I can smell the chemical.
Chemicals, yeah.
It smells like chemicals, butter and chemicals.
Crispy chemicals.
Yep. Well, because this is a newer whiskey, I couldn't find any reviews on what we're supposed to be smelling, but it's pretty obvious this is a s'mores flavored whiskey.
Megan,
so-
did I clock it? Nope, I'm back. Never mind. I thought my sound cut out for a second. I was scared.
No,
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm back. I don't know if I ever left, but I'm back.
Okay, Jamie, I need you to taste it.
No, you go first.
Then you need to fill the air.
Fine. Megan is lifting the glass to her mouth. Oh no, Megan! Oh no, I'm so scared.
I'm so bad.
Fuck.
It's so bad.
Oh no!
Guys, this is so bad.
You can't make me no means no.
You have to try it.
No means no.
Listen, we're not going to have to drink all of it. We have to drink enough to do a review. Oh my God. The aftertaste. Oh, the aftertaste is killing me. I need water.
I already want to throw up. Okay.
So
This one's for you guys at home. This is for you.
you're the one who saw it and wanted to do it.
Don't listen to me. I'm no longer picking whiskeys for this.
I now see why me and Tyler only did one flavored whiskey and never again. Jamie just took her headset off. She's turning red, guys. Jamie is red.
Wait a minute.
Oh, does she like it? Try it again. Give it another sip. What do you think? We're going to have to drink more. Like, we can't just take one sip and then be done. We have to continue to drink this throughout the podcast. Okay. Do you not hate it?
Okay, Megan. That first sip was horrible. But I think I like it.
Do you?
I think I do.
All right. Well, cool. You're gonna.
It is overwhelmingly sweet, though. Like, it is McDonald's sweet tea sweet.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It is. There is sugar in this. There is.
Yep.
So this is a fifth. This is a fifth. I'm thinking like 50% of the bottle is sugar.
And you're probably guys. That was really theatrical. But it was that bad.
The first, it is
It
overwhelming.
is nasty. That first sip was nasty.
First sip was. I mean, I licked my shirt. It was.
It almost came back.
But it is overwhelmingly artificially sweet. Horrifyingly so.
It still is. It still is.
It's
but
so
it's good.
You're someone who likes sweet tea though, and sweet tea is.
I don't like. There's sweet tea and then there's syrup. This is syrup.
It is. I hate it. I hate it. I can't stand it. I'm gonna force myself to drink it for you guys, for the people. This is not a whiskey. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's not whiskey.
This is a thin syrup.
Yes.
But the flavor's good.
Is
Hey,
it?
listen to me. Take the sugar out of it and think about everything else but the sugar.
Okay. If I take it, yeah, then it's fine. But it's so syrupy sweet. Is
Well,
I pushed a button, guys.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
I did it.
Guys, it's so taste
This
sugar.
this is what I was expecting off of your and Tyler's description of that Jameson. That face.
That Jameson Black Barrel is so good. I am offended on its behalf that you dare to think it would taste like this.
You said your exact quote was it tasted like ice cream.
But it's still supposed to taste like whiskey.
That is straight alcohol. You can smell the alcohol.
This,
is syrup.
I could not tell you if this is a flavored vodka, if it's a flavored rum, or if it's a flavored whiskey, or if it's a fucking flavored tequila. I don't know what this is. This is syrup. This is a gross, syrupy, very, very sweet. I mean, it tastes like a s'more with too much marshmallow. Like, you tripled your marshmallows and you did a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of graham cracker, but this is mainly just melty, artificial
That
marshmallow.
first hit your tongue is disgusting.
Accurate.
Do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Aerate it and drink it immediately after.
God. Things I do in this podcast.
I did it first.
Okay, you aerate it,
Yeah?
and then you want me to immediately drink it.
Immediately drink it.
I don't want to.
Do it. Uh-huh.
It needs a bubbler. Like a fish tank bubbler. Just put a fish tank bubbler in it and it's fine.
It's better.
It's better. But you have to constantly
You literally have to sit here like you were holding a bougie ass glass of wine. Like you're at the wrong club. And then just
immediately as it's still swirling around your glass, just like take a sip. And then it's not as bad. It's still pretty bad.
I get more graham cracker that way.
Yeah, it's not as marshmallowy. Yes, I hope you're
It doesn't
picking up.
it doesn't taste like straight peep piss when you aerate it.
Peep piss. That is a good. Peep piss is accurate about what this tastes like. Peep piss. Yes, that is true. Well, we're gonna sadly have to sip on this while we move on.
Yep.
It's time for the Wonder segment.
All right, guys. Me and Megan got together and we decided that we're going to do this Wonder segment a little bit different. There is no script. Part of that being we've pretty much done the case itself. Like the actual disappearance. I wanted to say murder, but that's still up for speculation. The disappearance and recovery of this child. She's murdered. The murder of this child.
Murder. Like, I think that's confirmed. Her death is murder.
Yeah, let me I gotta recover from
Peep piss.
yeah. Her murder has been covered. So now all that's left to do is speculate. And so that's what Megan and I are going to sit here and do. We're going to speculate about this.
Yes. So last time we left off on basically the end of the autopsy report.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that Jon Benet was essayed and she was unalived.
Mm-hmm.
What
I did last week, and maybe I should have. I
don't
know.
move your mic again.
I know. I heard it, and that's why I let go. Anyway, what I probably should have mentioned last time is that there was also pineapple chunks found in her stomach
Mm-hmm.
during the autopsy, and there was a bowl of pineapple somewhere in the kitchen. So there's that. That is fact.
Yes. So, Jamie, I don't know how you want to go about this. I don't know how do you want to start talking?
Well, speculate with me.
Well,
Have a conversation with me, Megan. I don't think it's that difficult. That sounded aggressive.
It
Damn.
did. Like,
Jesus. I'm sorry.
So I, at some point in the middle of the night, for some reason, somehow, Jon Benet did get up and did get pineapple. I don't know how speculative do I want to say what I think happened?
Duh.
Because I feel like I don't want to produce
Disclaimer,
my opinion.
what is about to happen is strictly us speculating our armchair detective brains, and this is opinions based off of the facts of the case. There are 1,000,000,001 theories. This is me and Megan sitting across from a table discussing and speculating on those 1,000,001 theories. Continue.
Okay. I like having that disclaimer. That makes me feel better because I think what I feel like happened is Jon Benet got up in the middle of the night and with her brother, with Burke. And I think that her and Burke were having pineapple. And I think Burke, for some reason, got mad at Jon Benet, and I think he hit her over the head with a flashlight or something. And I think that is what caused the initial head trauma. And I personally, after, watching all the documentaries and like his interview with Dr. Phil and everything, I think Burke knows a lot more than has ever been stated.
You're probably right. I mean, he was in the house.
So,
But I'll have to go back in my notes. Explain the garrote then. Because wasn't that cause of death?
I can't remember if it was cause of death or if it was just, if they confirmed it was cause of death or like suspected. I don't know. I think a lot of the evidence, like the like weird taser mark on her, I think her SA evidence, I think that was
Official cause of death is asphyxia by strangulation associated with craniocerebral trauma.
so craniocerebral trauma is head wound.
Is the head wound, but she was also
Asphyxiated. So I think that Burke hit her over the head with a flashlight, assumed he had killed her. And I don't know. Now I'm saying it out loud. I feel like an idiot. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I don't think you're an idiot. Here's where I stand. I don't think we'll ever know.
And we won't.
There will never be a official answer to this. I do think Burke is a bit of an odd character. And I'm not even gonna even touch my reasons for why I think that. But I do think he's a bit odd. He probably does know more. I just can't fully get on the Burke train. I mean, I could just cop out and say I think everybody's got a little something to do with it in that household. But just to throw this out there is a theory. Before I even go into this, I need to look up the man's name. You and I were watching a documentary, and there is a theory of a murderer outside the family.
Yes.
There's a lot of different
There's so many theories.
people, but there's one in particular individual that is very sus compared to like John Mark Carr and the rest of them.
Yeah. You look him up. So, one very prevalent theory that like one of the lead investigators does think it was a break-in or like outside the family. They are convinced it was a random, like a not inside the family person that did it. And that's what Jamie is looking for right now. And
I believe the person we're talking about, the detective, was like the lead detective on the case, and he went to his grave convinced that it was a somebody outside an intruder.
An intruder, that was the word I was looking for. Yes, it was the lead investigator, lead detective, and he did go to his grave saying that it was an intruder. And that now his like grandchildren are continuing like researching and trying to promote the case and his theory that it was this intruder. And one of the reasons why is you were able to get into the basement from outside of the house. However, there were cobwebs that appeared to be undisturbed in that like window well where they were saying the intruder entered from.
Which I wasn't fully paying attention to you. The detective did confirm that it is possible to get into the basement from that window.
Yes, he's on camera, like
doing it.
Showing that you can get in the basement from the window.
It was the cobwebs, though, was what was keeping the other detectives from being like, yeah.
Yeah, but there were undisturbed cobwebs, which is, I mean, I get it is possible that you could get in without fucking up cobwebs, but I don't see how.
So the particular individual that I'm talking about is Michael Helgoth. And the reason why I put him higher up on the theory list than all the other, like the drifter and car, is because there was a boot print found in the basement that nobody in the family had the boots. Michael Helgoth did. He did own a pair of boots, and I believe the same size. And supposedly he called somebody, like either the night of
Or the
the
next
murder
day.
or the next day, and was like, I did a murdy. But then gave no further information. And then once there was that, I don't remember how soon after the murder the press conference by the law enforcement took place, but after the murder, the law enforcement did a press conference. It appears to basically be a scare tactic because they had
nothing.
And so what it looks like to me is just a scare tactic to try to get somebody to get antsy. Because they make the statement, we're closing in, like we're about to figure out who you are. In reality, they didn't have a fucking clue.
No, but they went on this press conference and said, like, we're closing in on you. We know it's you. Just like come forward now.
Yeah. The next day after that,
Michael Helgoth killed himself.
Yeah.
Which is very sus.
Yeah. Very sus.
So very, very sus that immediately after police come forward and they're like, we're about to get you, the like lead suspect or the most likely intruder scenario person was like, no more, and took his own life. So that is possible. And
I'm still on the family train, but I think it would be unfair to completely discredit Helgoth.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's something, I mean, we're never going to know, but I wouldn't gasp aloud finding out that it was Helgoth. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. It would be like, oh, yeah, okay, that does make sense.
Now, I know, like, you and I have both just completely discredited Carr. Let's talk about him for a minute.
Oh my God. This fucker.
This guy.
This guy's nuts.
This dude. Did you know he has a whole like webpage dedicated to I did it and this is how I did it, and like this is me announcing out loud like to the world that I did it.
He just has mental issues. So this is John Mark Carr, is that his name?
I believe so. Please hold. Yes.
John-
Who is not John Mark Carr anymore. I don't know the official name, but she
has transitioned.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm not sure what she is going by now, so I apologize, but I'm probably going to refer to her as John Mark Carr, just Carr. But this individual has come forward and said that she is the one who did this to Jon Benet, and blah, 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 blah. She, like, admitted to it. However, she wasn't in the state.
Yeah,
at the time.
like
she was nowhere near Boulder, Colorado.
Like, even though Carr is just like, I did it, like, comes out the gate, I did it. It was the police and the investigators that were like, but you weren't even here.
Yeah,
and we can prove you weren't here.
We know you weren't here. So there are people who just like are not right in the head, not all there. They want, I don't know if it's an attention.
People do that, man. People actually confess to crimes they didn't commit.
Yeah. And I don't know the psychology behind why. I don't know if it's just an attention thing. I don't know if they've convinced themselves that they have done it. I don't know what it is, but there is physical evidence that as much as Carr says, like, I did it, literally was not in the state. Could not have been the person that did it. Was nowhere near the crime.
There's that Santa Claus theory.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
I do too. I don't.
So Jon Benet's family was like big into Christmas and Christmas parties, and they hired the man to like play Santa Claus every year. And like some people say, well, the person they hired to be Santa Claus was the intruder who came in and killed her. And this poor man's like has gotten death threats and like stalked, and like just his life has been pretty ravaged by these accusations that he is one that if it turns out it is him, I will be shocked. It just doesn't seem like
I think he's an easy target.
I mean, yeah.
Like, to blame.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think when you're a family regular, for lack of a better terminology, like, he was put into an easy position to get blamed for that.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about spirit box sessions?
I mean, we can talk about it.
I don't put a whole lot of stock into.
I mean, it cannot be used in a court of law. All we can do is speculate, which is what we're doing.
So there have been several quote unquote mediums and people who say they like have connections to the other side that have gone and like tried to interview Jon Benet using like spirit boxes or things of that sort, which basically are these like radios that supposedly you can like interact and talk with the other side with. And several of them have like claimed to like talk to Jon Benet and like ask who did this to you. And the general consensus among these spirit boxes is she comes forward and says it is her family over and over and over.
Yes, but no. I have watched a few, a couple different spirit box sessions and I don't know if it's considered psychic reading or psychic writing. All I can tell you is the particular one I'm talking about was done by the Psychic Twins. You guys can find them on YouTube and figure out how they do it. It's basically like medium psychic free writing. They use a pencil and paper versus the spirit box.
Yeah.
She does not, to the best of my recollection, Jon Benet in all of those sessions does not flat out come out and give a identity to the murderer. She makes roundabout statements. Like, I believe she made a few statements saying that her father was angry at her. And then, like, I think she turns around and says her mother may have been angry with her. I think she does use the phrase, he hit me. However, there's no identity to who he is. It could be her father. It could be Burke. It could be Helgoth. It could be anybody. But I think in all of those sessions and variations of that, I think the general consensus is it is an inside job.
So the inside job to me makes the most sense looking at an outsider at all the evidence that the public is allowed to look at.
Bottom line, the police fucked this up from the beginning.
100%. 100%.
To me, that can't even be speculated. This was mishandled
from the get-go.
From the 911 call. Like, The moment the police arrived, it's fucked up.
Yeah. They didn't lock down the scene. They didn't do anything. And friend Fisco said we can shout them out. If, God forbid, anything happened to their child, they are not calling us up and being like, Megan, Jamie, come clean my fucking house.
Help me stress clean. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it's very suspicious that like immediately that Patsy is like calling all of her friends and telling them what happened and then saying like come over and like hang out with me, and then her friends are coming over and they're like cleaning and blah blah blah. Like if I get wanting to have your support system. I get telling them something crazy has happened.
I get that totally 100%, but I don't know how to say this in a non-offensive manner. So if you get offended, deal with it. In the event, hypothetically, I am in that position as a parent. Right now, sitting in this chair at this desk having this discussion with you, I feel like my go-to reaction is to not invite people over. I want the police over first.
Yeah.
To figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody else, like, near my house. I don't want the scene contaminated. But then again, that is Jamie sitting at this table having this discussion with you, how I would react real time. That's where things get crazy, man.
Yeah. I mean, fair. Like, it's hard to say what I would do in that situation.
There is too, and this is absolutely 100% speculation. I probably could go back and fact check myself, but I would take too long. I do believe I heard in some form of documentary that like it was either before the police got there or while the police was there before her body had been discovered. He was on the phone, like booking a flight.
Yeah. I mean, they were
somewhere.
They were,
which I already know they were going somewhere, but like you're booking a flight to where, bro?
They were planning. They even tried to leave the next day, like after everything had been said. Like they were going to somewhere for his job. I think Georgia or where. I think where they're from.
They were vacationing.
Was it vacationing or were they going for?
They were
John's company, his job. I thought it was like a business thing.
I don't believe so.
I can't remember the exact.
It was their vacation home.
Okay. But they actively were like, okay, we're going to leave
There
Boulder.
was a trip happening.
Yeah.
Either way, there was a trip happening.
Yeah. We're like, all right, we're going to leave Colorado. And the police were like, the fuck? No, you're not.
Yeah.
And that also to me, like if I had the money to have a vacation home, I would not, in active investigation, my child, my family member is gone. I'm not continuing to leave.
Right.
I'm not going to go to my vacation home. Even if I probably wouldn't be able to stay in the house. But I would be staying in the city. I would be in a hotel or something because I would want to be as close to the case as I could.
I'm so conflicted on that. I don't even feel like I can sit here and tell you what I would do. Just knowing myself and knowing my anxieties, I don't even think that I can comfortably sit here and tell you if I would still be in the house or not during all of that. So,
yeah. The 5 million page handwritten ransom note was written on stationery that was in the house with a pen that was in the house. They did confirm that.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, an argument could be made there just to play devil's advocate. Are you bringing your own pen and paper? If you are a kidnapper from a foreign faction, as said in that note, are you bringing your own stationery? Are you bringing your own pen?
Probably not. But if I'm planning this kidnapping of a child, I'm also probably going to already have the note written before I get there. Like, I'm not going to be sitting there in the moment in the house writing this ransom note.
Right.
And also, it has so many like parallels to the movie that Ransom that was playing at the time, the blockbuster.
Mm-hmm. Like it's almost word for word,
it's
guys.
like it's on the same train track.
Train track?
Train track.
Yeah?
Yep, with an M. Train. Trams. Tram.
I do want to take just a tiny pause here.
Mm-hmm.
Neither me nor you have touched our drink the entire time. I don't want it.
You said you like it. You drink it. Drink
Okay.
it, bitch. You said you like it.
I'm kinky.
Oh, God, I don't like it. You like it. You drink it. Enjoy. Love you. I would like my whiskey to taste like whiskey. I don't want to drink it. So
Where the fuck did that burn come from?
you got burned?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. You don't get to tell me what I feel.
Inside that. And no. I'll tell you off air.
Text me. You did it. Why can't I do it?
You can do it too.
Like 4 episodes ago?
2 episodes ago? Last episode? Last episode, I think, is when I whispered text me.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Jon Benet, topic of discussion.
Sorry. This whiskey's fucking me up.
Damn. Already?
Like
You've only had 4 sips.
Not like a...
I know.
like a...
I'm trying to entertain our listeners.
Okay. I'm going to vomit, guys. So...
They don't. No. I took all the trauma for them with that.
Shout out to our end of year special. Oh, God. I'm going to have to get drunk like that again the end of this year.
No. Please don't. I mean, you do what you want. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do, but I would like to avoid the bucket.
I don't. Let's get back on topic. So, ransom note.
Is abnormally long. I'm sorry. You cannot sit here and argue with me that is an acceptable length of ransom note. That is obnoxiously long.
Yeah. Obnoxiously long, and then like eerily, creepily similar to the blockbuster movie hit going on at the time. Like very theatrical. And maybe it was written by an intruder to try to like throw people off the track, but I also don't understand. So, Jamie, maybe you can help me.
I probably can't.
What is the point of the note when the body is in the house? Just ignore the dog.
Repeat your question?
What is the point of the note when the body is in the house?
You're going to have to help me because I don't understand what you're asking me.
So Jon Benet is already dead.
Okay.
At the time of writing the ransom note.
We don't know that.
We don't know that? I'm assuming it.
We can assume, but we do not know that.
No, I'm assuming she is probably already dead. I'm assuming there is not actually a ransom happening. Even if it is an intruder theory, like at most likely Jon Benet is no longer alive.
I'm agreeing with you, but for the armchair detectives that are listening to us that are more professional armchair detectives than us who are going to come for us, we don't know. The reality is we don't know.
No.
So
I'm right now talking out of my ass. I'm assuming 100%.
So what is the question?
Why write a ransom note and put that there at all if the child is already dead?
To cover it up.
To cover it up?
To cover it up.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's a simple, easy answer.
That's the only answer I have for you.
Okay. I mean, yeah, fair.
To cover it up.
Just something that I
stall.
To stall. Okay. To stall.
Or to divert attention.
Okay.
Which I guess is really what I'm getting at.
To divert attention. To divert attention from the family.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, y'all are really gonna have to watch YouTube if you'll want to see some fun facial expressions.
Okay.
Excuse me? Guys, I don't know what that was. I want to apologize on behalf of Whiskey and Wonder.
Swallowing it is hard.
It's not that bad. Says the person who almost threw themselves into the floor after drinking. I'm sorry, guys. I have recovered from my sickie from last episode. I just have a lingering cough.
Yeah. Poor Jam. That cough is never ending.
I feel like it's getting better. It just won't
go
away.
Yeah. Fair. I don't know.
Nobody does.
And this whole episode has been just...
Nobody does except for these professional armchair detectives. They know.
Oh, speaking of which, YouTube commenter.
Wow, I wasn't even... Damn. You need to stop.
Okay.
Professionally, you need to stop.
Professionally, I need to stop.
Professionally,
Cool.
You need to stop.
I will say that we right now are just, again, disclaimer, assuming.
Professionally, I love you to death, but you need to stop. You need to reel it in.
I've reeled it in. I'm done. I don't want to drink any more of this whiskey. What else, Jamie?
I feel like we're missing a whole lot. Like, we have said a lot, but I feel like we're missing a whole lot.
What are we missing?
I don't know. Help me. Help me help you. Mom has since passed away.
Yeah.
You would think that if she had anything to do with it, she would have said something on her way out the door, but who knows?
Possibly, but...
Maybe she wouldn't.
Maybe she
took
wouldn't.
that to her grave.
And if it did have anything to do with her son, I could see her taking it to her grave.
Mm-hmm.
And not wanting him to ever have to face any ill effects of, like, what happened.
Yeah.
And same, I mean, if she was madly in love with her husband and just, I can see her knowing something and not.
Can you?
I can.
Hop on a hypothetical train with me.
All right, I'm boarding. Where are we going?
I do a murdy. And only me and you know about it. And the police can't solve it.
For you, I'm taking it to my grave.
That's commitment.
I'm like, for you, I am taking it to my grave.
Damn.
Just for you. I wouldn't do that for anyone else, but
Damn.
I am ride or die for you, Jamie. So
Damn. I don't know, man. There is so much that went wrong with this case. I cannot 100% fully commit to anybody's train.
they all have good points and they all have potential.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of the reason why this case
Is so prolific.
so prolific still to this day,
Mm-hmm.
30 years later, damn near.
Well, one thing, I mean, this isn't particularly involved with her murder, but one thing I did learn is that she has other siblings other than Burke. I thought that was interesting and just fun fact of information.
From John's previous marriage, right?
Mhm. See, I didn't, up until here recently, just Burke. I didn't even know that there was other half-siblings.
Yeah. The other half siblings were not involved. Like they didn't live with them or
I mean, I know
anything.
they're not relevant, but like they exist.
Yeah.
One half brother did a whole interview for one of the documentaries.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards it was. I'm leaning towards it was probably someone in the family.
You're probably right.
But I would not be shocked if it was. I want to say Rothschild, but that's not his name.
Helgoth?
Helgoth. Yep.
And there is I think there's arguments to be made back and forth on him too, as far as the acquiring or not acquiring of his DNA.
Okay. What do you mean?
I have seen things that are 50-50 with that. I have read and seen things that have said they were not able to like acquire DNA from him to like eliminate him on a DNA front. And then on the same flip side of that, I have read and seen things saying that they did, and based off of DNA, he didn't do it. So,
I mean, but with both sides of the coin are out there, and
Yeah.
you can't eliminate.
that's my point. The reality is both sides of that coin are out there to the public.
Yeah. So who knows what one is true? Was he eliminated or was he not?
Right. That one particular documentary that you and I sat and watched together, DNA with him isn't even mentioned.
Yeah.
So I would assume they would have brought it up either way. But they never did.
I think what a lot of armchair detectives do is they focus on the evidence that it helps them and their beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And they conveniently ignore or forget to include things that go against what they think.
Because like taser.
Mm-hmm.
There's the whole taser theory.
Mm-hmm.
Those marks do look pretty sus to a taser.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you and I both saw the same photo.
Yeah.
Or several different photos actually. Looks pretty sus.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even believe it's confirmed in the autopsy report, the actual autopsy report that I was able to obtain. Stop your smirking. And I don't even think it's mentioned by law enforcement that is a confirmed taser mark. So like I don't even think we can 100% sit here and say that was a taser
No,
because we don't know.
we don't know. Wasn't
It's hella sus.
yeah. But there's nowhere that like guarantees that yes, it was a taser.
The only piece of hard murder weapon evidence, to my knowledge, right here, right now, is that garrote.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's that broken paintbrush
Yeah.
that was found in the house.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sit here and say that I believe that that's what the garrote was.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I believe the garrote was
The broken paintbrush.
broken paintbrush.
Paintbrush?
Paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
That's what I'm going with.
So, I don't think any of us, professional law enforcement detective or professional armchair detective or amateur armchair detective, are going to solve this case in our lifetime. I don't think it's ever going to be solved.
No, I don't think so. I think, depends on what you believe happens after death. Maybe you'll know when you die, and you can ask those questions if you believe that you can go somewhere where you can. Or maybe potentially Burke or John will, on their deathbed, say what they think happened or what they know to have happened. But even then, there's going to be people who say they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no matter what, we are not going to know.
No.
That's just...
You and I can just sit here with microphones and cameras and speculate.
Yeah. And sadly, what a lot of these unsolved mysteries are going to be is just a lot of speculation from a lot of different directions.
Mm-hmm. On that note, guys, what'd you think about our speculative episode where Megan and I just sit across from each other and shoot shit?
Yeah.
No
Let us know.
Unscripted.
Unscripted. Let us know.
Unscripted whiskey and wonder.
Let us know what you think. If you liked something like this, if you hated it.
If you want us to go back to scripts.
Yeah.
If you don't want to see me again. If you're done with Jam Jam.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, if it's what the people want.
Anyway, let's do... Oh, no. I don't have one pulled up.
Trivia with Tyler.
So unprofessional.
I am not Tyler. So I don't have I don't have a trivia randomly pulled up.
Wow.
I honestly forgot about it. So
He didn't send you one?
No, he did not. So I'm trying real
Damn,
quick.
unprofessional, Tyler. For shame. I don't belong here, so it's not my responsibility.
It's not. Fun fact.
Ooh.
German chocolate cake was invented in Texas. The German part of German chocolate cake comes from an American man, not a European country. Specifically, it's named after Sam German, who in 1852 created the formula for a mild, dark baking chocolate
Can you
bar.
say that again?
Say what again?
Formula.
Formula?
I got hella SpongeBob, Mr. Crab, Plankton vibes when you said it the first time. I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't know if the listeners picked it up too. I don't know. Tell us in the comments if you did or not.
The German part of German chocolate cake comes from an American man, blah, 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 who created the formula for a mild, dark baking chocolate for Baker's Chocolate Company.
Wow.
So...
That was a little edumacation. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought German chocolate cake was from Germany.
Germany,
so now you know something
Now
new.
you know.
Final thoughts.
Megan, I don't want to do it. I guess since you're just going to sit there and piddle on your phone, I guess I'll be the one to just...
Tyler is actively did you go to my house?
Tyler. Tyler, there was a discussion had. I have receipts of this conversation. What is happening? Live action, live news, live whiskey and wonder report. What's happening?
I don't know. I think Tyler's mad that we are at his house, but I'm confused.
Whoa, Tyler! Whoa. Okay. Well, anyway, I just put some drops of water in this, and it's more aromatic. Megan, it's fucking
What, Jamie? I don't know if that's gonna pick up. Is it It's sticky. Oh, it's sticky, guys. It is actively syrupy sticky.
It is sticky. I don't even know if they saw that, honestly. Water makes it worse. I hate it. Water makes...
Jamie is a ball of stress.
Oh, don't do it.
I mean, I have to.
Oh, God. Even after my, water chaser, it's disgusting.
I'm terrified.
I am so bothered Navia's come over to offer assistance. Oh, she's in my... Okay.
Navy is actively climbing in Mom's lap. Like, Mom, you're in distress. Mom.
I'm good, Navia.
I'm really scared to do this right now. I added a few drops of water.
I think I added 2.
I added 2. I counted.
I don't even know if you heard me. I think I added 2.
I added 2 drops. It is sticky. I just touched my lips to it and they got stuck. Like, this is sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified, guys. Oh, I don't want to. It's
so bad. Swallow it.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, I'm so sorry, listeners who don't like retching noises. I apologize. Please don't send me nasty grams. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, and it's still there. It
lingers. It lingers. Oh, it's so bad. I still take... We gotta stop talking about it. Moving on. We're done. We're done. We're done. No, moving on. Nope.
We have to talk about it.
No, we don't.
This is a whiskey podcast.
We don't have to. We have talked about it. We have given it all the time it deserved. In fact, we have given it more time than it deserved.
Oh, Tyler never got a notification from his security thing. So he just saw a picture of Bo uploaded to the Whiskey and Wonder, and he was like, Are you guys at my house?
Oh, no, Tyler. Bo is a PET. And in fact, he's Chief Officer PET. He took that photo and he uploaded it. Megan, do better. Professional. Hello.
He said, okay, never got a notification from my security thing. I said, oh, weird. Yeah, we hear. That's okay, right? And he said, it never registered that I left. So yeah, that's fine. I don't care. And I was going to continue on and say, I thought we talked about weeks ago that me and Jamie would be doing a thing, but now I'm not playing further. I mean, it is, I think, on the podcast, actively on. I think we talk about it with you listeners. Hey, we are not going to miss an episode. We're not going to miss a week. It'll be just me and Jamie.
So the week that you and Tyler were supposed to circle back and I believe finish Elvis, the Whiskey and Wonder had to cancel.
No, Elvis is done.
Oh, Elvis is done?
Elvis is done. Okay,
well, we did miss a week.
Yes, but that was supposed to be a Tyler and Megan week.
Well, okay. You just proved my point. I was wrong about the topic.
Yes, but on one of our Elvis topics, me and Tyler said BT Dubs, he wouldn't be here 2 weeks. And I said, no problem, fam. Whiskey and Wonder will carry on.
Yep.
And
that may have been a private Tyler and Megan discussion.
I don't know.
Might have
Either
been.
way, if Tyler, if you're listening to this, or Shelby, since you're listening to this, I really,
Oh, Shelby, I'm so sorry.
I really think me and Tyler talked about us coming to his house to record. I'm positive we did.
I mean,
And
I have receipts where you told me the dates in which I would be recording. Whether or not you discussed that with the co-owner of this entertainment source is on you.
anyway, if we're not supposed to be here, fuck. Thanks for not calling the police.
So he didn't get a notification that we were here,
Right.
is what I'm understanding.
Yeah, his security system didn't.
Why did you just look at me that What is happening? Help! Oh my God! Heart palpitation! I have heart problems. You cannot.
Tyler's not going to listen to that. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about his security system not picking up an intruder.
I mean, to be fair, my security system said that you left the house and I have footage of you leaving and you were asleep in the bed. So,
Security systems not foolproof.
yep. Everybody's got a security system except for the people that don't.
We have to talk about it. We have to finish. We can keep like fucking around and like avoiding it, but we have to talk about it. I think the general consensus that the listeners that are still here,
They've all clocked out. It's just me and you.
they might have, but the general consensus for those of people who listened to this at all is this is bad. This is gross.
I give it a 4 without water.
You give it a 4?
Mm-hmm.
You get a 4?
I give it. Are you gonna beat me?
No, I was gonna write it down.
You were angry though.
Because it's disgusting. It's not worth a 4. But you liked it. You liked it at some points.
I give it a 4. I mean, we're leaving Tyler this bottle, and I'm taking that pinhook home.
No, we have to leave the pinhook. He has to try it. He has to.
He's been here. He had ample time.
He has to try it on the podcast, James. I will bring it next Sunday. Pinhook will come home with me.
Without water, I give this a 4.
Which is drinkable.
Which is drinkable. Like, Jamie would drink that at home.
Maybe as a mixer, like I could put it in with like a Coke. No?
It's already got so much sugar in it, Megan.
It does, like a Diet Coke. I'm trying to think of a way that I could drink it. Because right now I can't drink this.
I give it a 4.
Okay.
With water, 0.
Okay.
I don't even give it a 1. 0.
I-
So 4.
4. 4 for Jamie. 4 for Revel Stoke S'moregasm. This is not orgasmic.
I do not. Yeah. No.
This is false advertising.
Yeah.
I give it a 1.
Damn.
Give it a 1. It's gross. Don't like it. Won't drink it. But
Damn.
yep.
Well, that happened, guys.
That's where she's at, man. This
Don't assume that whiskey's gender.
okay. So it's been over 100 episodes since we did a flavored whiskey.
And this is why y'all don't do them.
And this is why we don't do flavored whiskeys.
So on episode 200, we'll do another.
Yeah,
flavor.
on episode 204, we'll be back with a flavored whiskey. Until then,
There's going to be one listener that writes that down, and on episode 204.
They're like, you better do a flavored whiskey on episode 204, bitches. So yeah, in another 100 episodes, we'll do a flavored whiskey. But until then, nah, fam. Nah, flavored whiskeys are not where it's at. You and I both shuddered at the same time.
I don't know if Navia is alerting to me or if she wants to go home.
Could be both.
Could be both.
All right, guys. So on that note, we need to get out of here. Thank you for sticking around and listening if you listened this far.
Guys, I'm sorry. This was an episode.
It was. Let us know what you think about this episode, if it's something you want us to continue on or what. But other than
It's
that,
been real, guys. Thanks for having me. I probably will not appear for the next little bit.
Yep. Jamie will be back again when
guys.
Tyler goes on vacation. So thank you, Jamie, for coming and along and doing an episode. And I enjoyed it.
Simp.
Yeah, a little bit. A lot of it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who likes, subscribes, rates, reviews, does PayPal, Patreon, all that stuff that I forgot to talk to at the beginning, but we're running long anyway. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.